I'm going to present the image capture side of it, video,
Okay.
still,
Okay,
and tell you what we discovered that we didn't even dream of.
okay.
What does axipod do? And that leads into what do we do with the wheelchair. Axipod came first, and it was, as I mentioned, because of the need, you can't use a tripod at drapery like that. And once we began to say, well, gosh, you can't hold a camera steady. Meanwhile, cell phone use is skyrocketing, and everything else is dropping.
I know what the problem is with the logo.
Thank you. Anyway.
You need to do my conference presentation for me.
So it looks a lot like a monopod. But it'll hold about any type of camera or other devices. So when a monopod, if you add another point of contact to it, it becomes very stable.
Oh, that fold down?
Yeah.
Oh,
The fold-out thing is the magic.
okay.
So here, it's not a seat, but it's in a seat configuration, and her weight becomes the ballast.
Yeah.
It becomes a clamp when you fold it over a fence.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much you could do with this.
So it sets up much more quickly than a tripod.
That's right.
The reason Drake won't let you bring in a tripod, like so many others I've since found out, because they're trip
Space.
hazards.
Yeah.
Space, the footprint's huge and it's a trip hazard.
Wow. Wow.
So every fence, or every athletic field in the country has a fence like that around it, except nowadays they're black.
Yeah.
It'll work as a fig rig. He was a cinematographer who discovered holding something in with your hands further apart limits the vibration. RB's using these on the sidelines for football, because you can get up over the side, the players and the officials on the
I
sideline.
like it.
And we didn't want to put a kid in a lift.
No.
So this will get you over the crowd to see the parade, the race, or it's a wedding shot,
Yeah.
the bridegroom's first dance. And you got it from an unusual angle.
Yeah.
And because it fastens at a midpoint, it's at your center of gravity, it's pretty smooth. Do any of you know
Oh, I
Ethan?
know Ethan. Wait, what was he doing?
It was in his house.
Is he using it to videotape?
We were fitting his chair, and he went to the RB's homecoming game, and look what he's telling.
Oh, he did.
Oh, this is Ethan?
Ethan did that, first time.
Look at this. Oh, I bet he loved that.
Pitched in.
It's a great thing to think about though, because we really don't think about our kids filming things, and people do it all the time. We're filming everything and we're taking pictures and all that, so to see Ethan do that, it probably made his week, and then down the road for Ethan, he's using an iPad for writing. It would be great for him to have something that's easily movable, that's sturdy, that he could easily use with his iPad, so it's
And you
there's
can
a
be able to
market.
videotape with the iPad at some
Yes.
point. You
Sure.
know, take a picture of
Right.
somebody, that he'd like to take a picture of.
Yeah, and everybody, every kid in the world taking pictures with their iPad and their phones.
Yeah.
And why are these kids left out of it?
Doing a selfie.
Well,
yeah.
not just that, even
That's
taking,
That's right
a
up his
picture
alley.
of the blackboard that the teacher wrote the notes on, so then they have their notes right there.
Well, or
There's
just
a lot
become-
of
yeah.
really nice uses for
And
it.
Shifting their role within the class where that could be a job related task, or then they're sharing the notes with the rest of the class or something.
You saw the
That's
picture
nice.
of Ethan on the track at RB? Brand new track. It's $1 million surface. So I'm talking to Gary Prokes, because I was helping him set up the sideline stuff. And he's like, I love these ladders. I love this black. Like, it's a photography thing. Now I'm wearing black. As we as we walked through the stadium, I said, well, we were standing in the bleachers. And I said, Gary, have you ever thought about including wheelchair users with your video team? And he looked at me and I said,
There you go.
by law, we give them the best seat in the stadium, you know, somewhat tongue-in-cheek.
Uh-huh.
But I said, look, you know, the rails are even different heights because their sight line is right between them. But for safety, you need the higher one. And he said, I hear you. I said, well, I know this kid. I figured we were months away. Gary got very excited about it. He said, I would love to get those kids included.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Incredible.
And I said, well, what if they don't have the ability, you know, to get to the press box and all that? He said, that's okay. They'll do, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. He says, they can do B-roll. Yeah, well, yeah, okay. I still don't know for sure what it means, but it's the fill-in stuff. They always shoot, you know,
Oh, right.
the big thing and then the little thing
Or
and
they
then,
could turn around and do the crowd, you know,
Yeah,
I mean, there's so
panning.
much that.
right. The first shot Ethan took, just before the thing where he panned into the homecoming court, was a rolling pan shot of the entire brand new stands at RV.
Well, and the other side to that is, I'm noticing just for my own kids' high school, that videos are being used a lot, like for incoming freshmen, and the kids make them for graduation, and the kids are making videos all around the school, and someone's splicing them together and all that. So, I mean, that could be another use of that too, just to promote RV.
Exactly, exactly. Promote, you know, first include them and then promote the fact that we're including them and how we did it.
That's awesome. Photography club, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking like yearbook or something.
Yeah.
and where are the lights? So now I'll get back to the questions about the tube. The first step was to take the tube that you saw pictured up there and beat the Jesus out of it with a 2-pound hammer to flatten it. Because Gary got so excited, he said, let's do it Friday. Uh-huh.
It's great though, to have someone like that that would be on board.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Go with it.
he's
Yeah.
on board, he knows what he's doing. He's helping the business, he's helping the kid.
Yeah,
Everybody's
win-win.
winning, right? So we talked about flattening it, and then I was also thinking about trying to hold the cost down as much as we could. So I was experimenting with a different type of attachment here, and magnets and a hinge, all the whole gamut. But this is about where we've ended up. That goes into like a 20-ton press to flatten the tube. We don't need to bring it all the way around, so we save some money there. This material, and we're still working on it, this is conveyor belting.
Ah,
But it's a PVC impregnated fabric. Why the fabric? It needs to hold the rivet.
okay.
So we don't want it tearing out. So then we rivet it here. This is articulated. You saw Meg in the video fold it down and then sit on it.
Yeah,
Well, it needs to articulate at this point to get a flexible attachment so it won't accidentally detach, especially when you get into magnets. So what this does is it won't harm circulation, it won't cause a bump or skin problem, I don't think, but you guys know. But back to video, or image capture, I think it needs to be in the center. And the ones that have been on the market and that, I don't know if they've failed, but I don't think they've been huge successes. There's one that's like a $1,500 arm that swings in from the side.
Not stable.
Well, anytime you go horizontal, you're gonna get a little bounce.
Yeah.
And lightweight devices bounce more than heavyweight devices.
Interesting.
The physics, I've been fascinated by it because we all took physics in high school. And, you know, and then
Some of us.
Some of us
Yeah.
don't remember that, just speaking now.
those of us that couldn't run fast enough to get away have since forgotten it all anyway.
So help me out, so with the seat, with the way you have it on the seat, how does the individual get in and out of the chair with the,
so that comes out.
So it's just magnet.
So the seat
Just
stays
magnet.
underneath the cushion.
Just magnet.
So it's
Okay.
just the
Yeah.
magnet that you pull off?
So this goes under the cushion or on top,
And not all chairs would work that way.
or on top. But if it's in here somewhere, when you sit on it, first off, there's enough friction, this isn't gonna move. You know, that's become one with the chair almost. And what's this doing to the camera? It's preventing lateral movement. So once you sit on it, that's gonna stay. And then, well, how do you get your camera into the equation? So the person is able to slide in or
Right.
transfer in somehow. In Ethan's case, Chelsea was gonna lift him in. I said, nah, we can't do that. So why not? I said, I wanna do this because I think it will ease Ethan's transition from the little grade school kid to the big high school kid. And mom carrying him in 2 arms and plunk him in a seat, it isn't gonna contribute to it.
And you see it from different eyes, which is.
So, we worked on the magnet thing. So Ethan comes out of his van, like this. And he comes into the stadium. And if you're still, or in Ethan's case, because of where the foot plate lines up, you drop anchor. So there's just a little bit of weight on it. Hit that, top of that, as hard as I'm hitting this.
Wow. That's not
I
understandable.
didn't even hit it that hard, I'm very strong.
And they're not designed, videographers, photographers tell you, oh, well, if you're out and it's a windy day and you're doing nature, you hang a 50-pound bag off the center column. It adds to the mass and to the center of gravity and helps resist lateral forces. Well, the magnet does it because I'm the mass.
Yeah.
So now it's got 150 pounds of weight right here, and it's not going to hurt the legs or anything else. So this will get you steady video. Now, in the case of most chairs, power chairs, the feet plate or the boot bucket, or they got a bunch of different terms for them.
Footrest,
Footrest
or foot
will
plates,
line up.
straight on top of it.
Mhm. So now you can motor,
Mhm.
and this is solid as a rock, and that was Ethan's case. Now, how do you get it off? When you extend these, and you're trying to detach, this puts so much leverage on this point. And magnetics only attach when they're perfectly flat to each other. Once you move it a quarter of an inch, it's like a suction cup.
Yeah.
Once you broke the seal, it's free.
I just think about the community, not necessarily at school, but our students in their home lives, like what you've tapped into with Ethan. Like there's so many students that we know that are in our multi-needs program, that their families would probably be very interested in learning about something like this, just in terms of their quality of life outside of school. That this is something that is really important, and you've touched on several things, like just talking from someone not in the field about how just to be more inclusive, and like this is giving them a role in society that I think it'd be really cool for you to be able to talk to our multi-needs parents. I don't know, that's just, or even,
I think so
you know,
too.
to open up some different opportunities for them within their communities and their social
Their child can be
lives.
their family photographer. I mean, if you think about
No,
those
really,
things.
it's a
And they could probably give you a lot of feedback on what the design
Yeah,
features,
parents would.
how that would help their own
Yeah.
children or each child differently.
And that's a huge point, because it's the quality of life, it's the
Yeah.
inclusion,
Right.
it's the value of their service to the community, which
That's
is
what everybody wants.
their life.
And so what will their adult life look like? And you want it to be the best quality and independence that it can be. And if we haven't prepared them for that, once they exit the school system, it's very difficult.
Can they go to college?
Many?
Many.
This can be a job.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Their buddies are on the dance stage, their buddies are on the field. They're in the, I talked to a guy a month ago, a friend referred him to me. He's in Arizona. He was a baseball player. And he said, I hit a really solid double, and I stretched it to a triple. and compressed his vertebrae, and he's a quadriplegic. What's he do now? The Rio Paralympics. He's a photographer from his chair. And that was the challenge of coming up with a universal mount that, where we could get a median cost that would give enough flexibility.
Yep.
So I'm out of time.
Yep.
And
Does anyone else wanna sit in here? I mean,
I've chewed up your lunch, so to speak.
Oh, that's fine. No, that's clever. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, really
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Yeah.
well, I like the ease of it, like the on and off, there's no, like, it kinda eliminates some of the errors that are made.